What's up, guys? Zan for Forward Progress Madden. In this video, I'm going to show you what I like to do against people who abuse the QB Blast out of the Jets Heavy as well as the Panther Heavy. The two formations are very similar in that they have a lot of players inside the tackle box blocking for the quarterback who's going to be running up the middle, typically in short yardage situations. Now, from a football standpoint, I've never been one, I'm talking real life here, I've never been one to be a fan of putting a quarterback in the shotgun and telling him to run 7 yards to pick up 1. I'm talking, he's lying 5, 6 yards deep in the backfield, taking a shotgun snap and running 7 yards forward just to get a net gain of 1. I understand the whole, he gets a full head of steam type of thing, but so does a running back from the I form. It's just, I don't understand it. Just me, though. But, okay, let's go ahead and get into the video. If you remember, last defensive video I showed you was how to defend the seams with the dollar formation. Well, we're not going to deviate now. We're going to go ahead and use actually the same play, the cover 1 LB spy. And that is what we're going to use to defend the QB blast. So it's 2 for 1. So as you remember, what we used to do to defend the seam, so if we were afraid of Selleck and Macklin of running tight end streaks and then just throwing it down the middle, what we did, if you didn't watch the last videos, we just go ahead and put these linebackers in the deep zones, and notice how they flare out. And they basically drop right underneath those streaks and do an excellent job. And then we could just, patrol center field with the free safety or play with the strong safety. So that's if we're thinking they're going to throw the ball down the seams. Now, if we think they're going to run the QB blast, it's really simple. We can place one or both linebackers and spies. And what this does is if we are usering here in the middle of the field, what we're going to do is once we recognize the spy, we're going to go ahead and try to, plug the hole as we would on any run play. But these two spies right here are very hard to pick up for the offensive line, especially on the inside. So running the QB blast here, I'll show you. Prime example, John Beason comes through, lays a hit stick on Michael Vick, and almost a turnover. And we'll go ahead and leave Beason here in his yellow zone, or hook zone, and I'll show you that it works with just one. If you think, you want Beason for coverage purposes, you're not quite sure if they're going to throw or run, having one is okay. Not as effective as 2, but still effective. And Beason can still make the play. What I'm getting at here is that the alignment of the dollar formation is very good. It makes it hard for the interior lineman to block the nose tackle and get to the second level. Notice having the nose tackle requires a double team block. This basically makes the running backs have to pick up both the linebackers, and you have 2 running backs and a guard to pick up guys that are all on the second tier. So the running backs have to pick up the linebackers who are on the second tier, and then you have the guard who has to kick out and block the third guy on the third tier. That is a long way to go. So really hard to stop, and the running backs just are not that aware, don't know who to pick up, so really stuffs the QB blast. So now we've got the ability to stop the pass game down the seams with the zones like this, and we have the ability to stop the run up the middle with the same play. So if you don't prefer to run this play, you can do a lot of the same things out of the zone plays with spies and whatnot. So you can run like cover 2 sink and zone or spy both linebackers, but I'd really prefer this man look. It's very good at stopping the blast. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to flip the teams here in the practice mode, and what we're going to do is we're going to run the Panther Heavy. So we ran the Gator Heavy, Jet Heavy, whatever you want to call it, and got to run one more play to get here to flip sides. So we've run the Gator Heavy here, and now we're going to go ahead and run the Panther Heavy. So going into the Panther Heavy here, we're going to go ahead and call the QB Blast. And again, we're going to call the dollar formation cover 1 linebacker spy. And it's as simple as the double spy here. And when they run it, it's very, very hard to stop here. Notice how the line reacts a little bit differently out of the Panther heavy. Still get that double team on the nose tackle, allowing the left linebacker to come through untouched. There he doesn't take a very good route to the ball. He actually falls over, so that's why it looked like it was such a good run. But again, tough to stop, or tough to run the blast on this formation. Computer does a pretty good job at making me miss there, but he only gets 2 yards. So your responsibility really is just to come through the right A gap with this free safety once you realize it's a run play with the quarterback. So got nowhere to go, and he's stopped for a negative gain. Again, you can do the same thing out of this formation to defend the seams. If somebody wants to throw on you, then you have that locked up. So we'll go ahead and throw it here again. Can't throw these inside pass leads to the seam because it's just completely stopped. So with one play, you can now stop 2 of the most effective things in the game, whether it be the inside pass lead or the QB blast. So let me know if this defense works for you guys. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Getting more tips up here on defense, trying to get some more offensive tips. I've actually got a couple guys that emailed me, so I'm going to do some private scheming for them. They hit me up privately and want me to do a personalized scheme for them, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So over the next couple days I'll be doing those, but I'll make sure to get up another video sometime around Friday or Saturday. If you guys have any requests, make sure to hit me up, and until next time, have a good one.